Hey there, friends. Welcome back to T.E.A with Yarah, where we talk about thoughts, emotions, and actions. Now, before you ask, no, I don't actually have a cup of tea with me, but trust me, this kind of tea is just as important. Now, because whether we realize it or not, our thoughts, emotions, and actions shape everything in our lives. They're the foundation of how we experience the world, how we handle stress, and even how we bounce back from the many challenges that we might experience. And when we're dealing with anxiety, with overwhelm, or even the weight of past traumas, tea is running the show. Even if we don't know it, if we don't see it. So why tea? Why these three things? So let's start with the first one. T for thoughts. Think of your thoughts like a pair of sunglasses. Yeah. Okay? The way you see everything, yourself, your relationships, your opportunities, is filtered through what you believe to be true. Ever had one of these days where stress hits and suddenly your brain goes, I just can't handle this. This is just too much. That single thought, it sets off a chain reaction. So maybe that thought isn't coming from today's situation alone. Maybe it's linked to something deeper. Maybe you grew up in a home where you had to be on high alert all the time. And as an adult now, your brain still jumps to a worst case scenario because that's what it's learned to do. Now the next one, E for emotions. Anxiety, fear, frustration, maybe even hopelessness. When those emotions take over, our nervous system kicks into high gear. Our heart starts to race, our breathing gets shallow, and then suddenly we're reacting rather than thinking clearly. We're not responding. Okay? Last one is A for actions. So what comes next? Maybe we avoid the situation. We shut down or we lash out. Or maybe we fall into old habits. We start to stress eat. We procrastinate. We overwork. Okay? Because it gives us temporary relief. Now, this cycle happens all the time. And if we don't pause and check in with ourselves, it can make us stuck in the same stress patterns for years. And we won't even realize it. But here's the good news. Once we understand the cycle, now we can start to change it. Okay? So, why do I focus on tea, in these chats? Because this is the actual root of resilience. It's the root of change. When life throws challenges our way, whether it's your everyday stress, anxiety, or unresolved wounds from the past, resilience isn't just about pushing through. It's about learning how to shift our internal responses so that we don't get stuck in survival mode. And if we want to feel more at peace, more in control of our emotions, and less weighed down by the past, then we have to start at the source. And that starts with our thoughts. So imagine catching that anxious thought early and saying, okay, I know I'm feeling overwhelmed right now, but that doesn't mean that I'm powerless. I've handled hard things before, and I can handle this one too. You see the difference? See, that one shift, it changes everything. Instead of spiraling into panic, now you feel a little bit more grounded. Your emotions follow, and then suddenly you can make choices from a place of strength rather than from a place of fear. So here is my challenge for you this week. Pay attention to your T, your thoughts, emotions, and actions. When you feel anxious or stressed, ask yourself, what am I thinking about right now? How is this thought making me feel? And is it leading me towards something helpful, or is it going to hold me back? Because when we start making conscious choices with our thoughts and our emotions and our actions, now life starts happening to us, and then we start shaping it in a way that actually works for us. Okay? So this is how we build resilience. Not by avoiding stress or pretending that we don't have triggers, but by actually learning to navigate them in a way that empowers us rather than keep us stuck. So let me know in the comments, what's one thing, what's one thought rather that you've caught yourself repeating over and over and over lately? And think about it. Is it serving you, or is it slowing you down? So let's talk about it. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a T-Chat. See you next time.